And I've seen a lot of cops. I've seen a lot of children with their parents in their hands. I felt a lot of understand. Well, I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand. Yeah, I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. See, we did every day. The riots and the fire going on in South LA. The muggers and the government, they're all wanting the same thing. They take all your money, whatever else bring. And I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. Take me. Making such a fuss, and I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. 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 Took everything that I had, yeah. Walked away, but you left one thing behind. You're wondering just what that is. Yes, you are. And the world stops spinning around, I'll be rocking. When the world comes tumbling down, I'll be there. When the world stops spinning around, I'll be rocking. We're gonna make a little love down by the water. Maybe I'm the sun, maybe I'm a daughter when the music man calls. That's when I gotta play. So I burn for the things I never had. Burning with hate, with love. Spin around, round. 'Cause as a boy I had a dream. Carry it with me today. Yes, I do. Sunny skies, the smell of palm tree air. Looking back, I could never feel fair. The way the music has touched my soul, the way that the South holds its control. But I've got a new way to choose. I'm gonna start running back to the lands of the new. Oh, na 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 na. That I have lost my old friend. Got the sunset off the highway again. Then I get lost on a long summer day. I must go back before it's too late. You're afraid, you're feeling alone. Time and space can never unfold. The holidays can ring in your fear. The ghostly embrace can only mean tears. And I've got a new way to choose. I'm gonna start running back for lands of blue. Oh, na 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 na. Sitting at the lake, I'm feeling confused, but I had my guitar, so I played this blues. But I'm afraid, what might be true, that I might never be back again. Seems to me that I have lost my friend. Got the sunset off the highway again. Then I get lost on a long summer day. I must be back before it's too late. Before it's too late. Someone to take me down at night. Someone to make my day. New revelation fills my soul. Oh, I can waste away. You distracting my attention. You're all that's on my mind. You not looking for perfection, but you're too hard to find. Now the first night is coming, and I know what to do. You know that nothing feels sweeter than someone new. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, oh, all right. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Where did my color go? Got your head in the sand. You can't be in control using a powerful hand. I wanna be you, I wanna see you. Don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late. You're gonna push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, hide a little color, it's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue, yeah. All right. Yeah. Cat learns to ring a bell. Rat gets free from the maze. We can be taught to love. We've got to learn a new way. I wanna see you, I wanna be you. Don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late. Yeah, you're gonna push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shadows. Push me to the edge, hide a little color, it's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue. Yeah, yeah. I wanna be, I wanna see, don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late, late, late. Push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, hide a little color, it's black and white and blue. Yeah, black and white and blue. You're going black and white on the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, hide a little color, Sunny skies, the smell of palm tree air. Looking back, I could never feel fair. The way the music has touched my soul, the way that the South holds its control. But I've got a new way to choose. I'm gonna start running back to the lands of the new. Oh, na 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 na. That I have lost my old friend. Got the sunset on the highway again. Then I get lost on a long summer day. I must go back before it's too late. You're afraid, you're feeling alone. Time and space can never hold. The holidays can ring in your fear. The ghost embrace can only mean tears. And I've got a new way to choose. I'm gonna start running back for lands with new. Oh, na 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 na. Sitting at the lake, I'm feeling confused, but I had my guitar, so I played this blues. But I'm afraid, the war might be true, that I might never come back again. Seems to me that I have lost my friend. Got the sunset off the highway again. Then I get lost on a long summer day. I must get back before it's too late. Before it's too late. What have I done? Ooh, what have you seen? Early at night, got in the fight, in the candlelight, looking through the screen. Now what have I done? What have you seen? You know there's no future in love when a person has come in between. Jamie's gone, Jamie's gone. have you seen? There was nothing to say, took her away, and I feel the pain, made love in vain. Oh, oh, what have I done? What have you seen? She knows there's no future in love when a person has come in between. Jamie's gone, Jamie's gone. Can't look back, and now he feels so strong. Jamie's gone, Jamie's gone. Left last night, and now it seems so long. Ooh. You can hear these words I say when you're a million miles away. Yeah. Jamie's gone, Jamie's gone. Can't look back, and now he feels so strong. Jamie's gone, Jamie's gone. Left last night, and now it seems so long. Jamie, come on, Jamie, yeah. And now you feel so strong. Jamie, come on, Jamie, yeah. Left last night, and now it seems so long.
And there we go. What's going on? What do you say? What do you hear? What do you do? We are here. We're back again for another entry of AstroWorld. What's happening? We got a bunch of people in that. We got 21 people in here already. So welcome everybody. Dave, Steve, Tarek. Who else? We got Dennis, Mike. I see a lot of people. Greg, Newman is here.
Newman.
Eddie, Tarek, Al. I mean, the usual suspects are here. So you made it. Thank you. And we're here again for another night. And we've got a lot of stuff to talk about. It looks like Eric is going on a selling spree.
Yep, I am.
And I'm sure he'll say something about that a little bit later on tonight. Where we got the Florida mishap with the Jaws tank top on. So is he there? Is he stone faced? Did we lose him?
I think we lost Scotty. Yep.
We lost him. Oh man.
Oh no.
We lost him. All right. Well, we'll get back to him. He'll be back, I'm sure. And then we got Mr. Pete. So we have no guests tonight. Tonight we're going to be doing a giveaway for a $50 gift certificate to Woodland Hills tonight. That's going to be a nice roll. I think we got about 100 people in that giveaway. Just watch Eric and his peer old vid. David Barnett was watching your peer video.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
So we got some stuff going on tonight. I got a picture to share eventually. The first for me, I actually took data from 3 years worth of data and integrated them together. 3 different cameras, 3 different scopes, and 3 different years. So it was pretty interesting to do it. So I put together from the 80 millimeter And the 127 and the 130 are pretty much the same, but they're different f ratios, so it made it different focal lengths. Kind of made it fun.
Right.
But I think we're gonna get Scott out of here real quick. And when he comes back, I'll put him back in. Let me just fix this. And layers and Dan. Where's Dan? Dan, Eric, and Peter. There we go. And let's do that. And the names are going to be wrong. You're going to have to excuse me.
Of course they are.
But there you go. And Dan, Eric, and Scott Cole. How you doing, Scott? All right. So before we set aside and start getting down to business, let's give a shout out to our sponsors here.
Yep. So you do that. You'll be right back.
You do that. Yep. And we'll do that real quick. So here we go. And sponsor number one. How you doing? Woodland Hills Camera and Telescopes. Thank you to Woodland Hills at our main sequence level. No Discord user. Come on, you gotta get your image came out great, Dan. Usually I don't love green, but but it looked great. Thank you. I'll show it a little bit later. Yeah. So main sequence level, as Woodland Hills and Telescopes. Our Red Giant level sponsors, Prima Luce Lab, Camera Concepts, and Optolong. I believe this month we're giving away from Optolong the 2-inch L Extreme filter. So that's going to be at the end of the month. So get involved with the giveaways at AstroWorldWeb.com. So we give away tons of classes and giveaways from IP for AP and Masters of PixInsight. Masters of PixInsight, I believe it's a week from yesterday. They're getting ready to start their PixInsight for newbies, and they will be restarting the whole thing again. So you get in the ground level. I believe you can buy the next 6 workshops. So I think it's $175. I think you buy them all, you get one of them for free. So normally they're $35 a pop. But I believe it's $175. So go check it out. We couldn't do this without all of our member sponsors. And if you would like to be a member sponsor, go to our Patreon website. It's on the bottom in the description on YouTube. You can go right to it. And if you want us to do more videos and help us make better videos, then become a member and get a bunch of good perks and shirts and stuff like that. Black Hole members, these are all different levels of membership. Red Giant members, if you have 2, that means you joined twice. Thank you for everybody that has joined. And I skipped right over main sequence members, our White Dwarf member, and our Protostar members. So thank you so much. On September 16th, I just confirmed with Nico tonight. He is good to go for his show on Friday the 16th. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And what's not on the slides, because late breaking news, is that we're going to be having Dr. Sass from my telescope returning in November. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And soon to be on the list again is the return of Charles Bracken. And he's going to be coming back. And was it Max, Pete?
Remember Max Whitby? They did the coffee book.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think we're going to get Christian Sassy, Charles Bracken, and Max Whitby together. So that'll be kind of fun to have them on at the same time.
And have a threesome there. So there you go. So all right, and then after that we got Astropalooza. So we're coming down to brass tacks here. We got dates either November 12th or December 10th. Our own Josh Kovacs is going to be doing a demonstration or a presentation on data management and how to organize your data, which I'm super interested in. Plus, we have the likes of Sean, Amy, Molly, and Nico all coming on as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Look for more information on the Discord server or on the website. There'll be more people to come. And of course, give us a shout out on Discord, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook or Meta. But come on, be part of the community, and it just keeps on growing. So thank you everybody for the support. And with that being said, we are going to go back to the 3-up, and There we go, Scott. There you go. Good job. And we're back. So awesome. So how you doing? We got some more people coming on. We got English Fires coming in from New York City. Who else? Anybody? George Lutch came on. Thank you for your kind comments, Bob, about my wizard image that I put on Discord. We'll show that a little bit later tonight. But what's going on, fellas? How's it going? It's been a couple of days since I've spoken to everybody.
Yep. It's been good. It's been busy. It's been a busy week, busy Labor Day. Been doing a lot of imaging with the new setup. I'm hoping to while I'm doing this, get some more footage for my video for the FOT 91 now with my new camera. Been working on going back and redoing the wizard now with the new cam.
Okay.
So we're gonna see how things are. I last week I was able to get some O3 while the moon was cooperative, almost like non-existent. So I was able to get that done, and now hopefully I'll be able to start kicking off some HA and some S2, starting today and over the next couple of days.
Awesome.
So,
yeah.
So getting some imaging done.
Yeah, finally. I mean, it's finally the cruddy summer of 2022 is finally leaving us. So all the mugginess and the clouds and everything starting to give way to nice, cooler atmosphere, which makes the clouds kind of get a little nicer and dissipate at night because the temperature comes down. So the puffy clouds go away. And it's I mean, past couple of nights now, I've been doing imaging with the 130, the astrophysics. I'm still waiting on the flattener to come. Hopefully sometime by the end of the month, I heard. So keep my fingers crossed for that. But you know what? I crop in, I get everything in the center, and the center's fine. But you could definitely see some spreading out without the flattener. But
big shout out right now to Mike G for his donation here to
wow, look at that.
What we're trying to do here. So thank you, Mike. Really appreciate that.
You're the man, Mike.
You are. So we appreciate all the support everybody gets. Is kind enough to give, not us, but to AstroWorld, so we can keep doing what we're doing and getting more things out here, so we can get more things out to you guys. So really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's it's really great when we're able to kind of do all this stuff, and just so everybody knows, I know I promised that giveaway for the clubs at the end of this month. So that's been going on. We now have 8 astronomy clubs on the wheel, and I know we got how many? We got almost 30 people watching right now. I know we have more than 8 astronomy clubs out there that we're involved with. So please hit me up on email. This is for a $100 check as a donation from the AstroWorld membership to a club that's a member club. So it's a way for us to give back to the community. And if you want to be involved in that, hit me up on Dan at astroworldweb.com on email. Give me the name of your club that you're involved with, and I'll throw it on the wheel. And we're going to be doing that on what day is that? That is going to be September 30th. So we're going to be doing that on the Friday night show, September 30th, and we're going to be doing that. So it's going to be cool. So please let me know some more clubs out there, guys. It's going to be cool. So please let me know some more clubs out there, guys. Yeah, I think that's
please. Scott coming back.
Pete.
That's Pete.
Yeah, I think that's. I think he's good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you've got rolling blackouts going on here, and I think I just got on the tail end of one.
Oh, nice.
Oh, boy.
Great.
Tell you, that's the one thing that, it's been so hard out west. and I know they're in California, is these rolling blackouts and brownouts. I sometimes I can't imagine what you guys are going through, with
Well,
everything.
we just got another fire that's just about maybe 10 miles north of us called the Mosquito Fire. It's up to 4,200 acres in the last 7 hours. It's like Sacramento had a record day yesterday. It was 116 degrees.
Wow.
Wow, in Northern California?
Oof.
That's
Yeah.
unheard of.
That's just amazing.
Man, California is just going to be a desert real soon. And that whole Mojave is just going to like engulf California.
Yeah, I think so. Anyway, I'm back now. So sorry about that, guys.
Okay.
Nope.
No
yeah,
problem,
yeah.
no
It's
problem.
okay. Actually, I don't think you disappeared.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. It was just, your YouTube feed popped up, give me an echo. But what have you been up to anything, Pete, besides working? Have you had any opportunities to do anything yourself with it? I'm sure probably not with everything going on.
Yeah, I mean, this past weekend I was down at Sierra Remote just changing out an optical train on a CDK-14. So I was down there all day Saturday and into Sunday morning, and then I came back here, and then Sunday was the first day of this heat wave. It got up here to about 106 degrees on Sunday. Monday was 107. Yesterday was 109. Today it's 102. It's just,
And
it's like this is,
it's September.
I know, and this is Phoenix temperature up here in the foothills. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's insane.
Anyway, but no, as I said, I haven't been able to image, so I'm kind of living vicariously through all your images, and looking forward to seeing what you guys have got posted and what our viewer membership has posted. That's why I look forward to seeing all of our images, because the image of the week and image of the month, I look forward to seeing those.
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So were you here for the picture of the month?
Was that last Friday?
Was that last Friday?
Oh yeah, I was here. Yeah.
Yeah, with Wade's Eagle Nebula, I believe. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that was the one there where we had that one. Remember, Dan, we had that one on Cloudy Nights about that guy in Nimbia where he was looking at
Nambia, yeah. That 180 degree Milky Way across the sky. That was
just a spectacular shot. But no, I'm looking forward to seeing Eric, and I'm looking forward to seeing your images, because I got to live vicariously through both of you guys. And Scott hasn't been imaging, so
yeah. It's I've been quite fortunate. I'm sure Dan, maybe you as well, because eventually, whatever hits me eventually makes it to you. So I've been kind of fortunate over the past maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3. It's not happening all the time, but we've been getting some pretty decent, nights. Maybe I'm lucky to get maybe 2 or 3 nights.
Yeah.
That have been, over the past couple weeks to actually get out and get some stuff done. So
of course tomorrow. I mean, tomorrow's going to be good for me. Actually, after midnight tonight may be good, but I'm going to be asleep, so that's not going to happen. But tomorrow looks decent. But of course, the moon's starting to get bigger. And,
it is,
and it's starting to get annoying.
Narrowband. That's all I can say, bro. Narrowband.
Yeah, absolutely. And oh wow, that's a great shot. Dave Barnett out here in Long Island just sent me an image of Jupiter. Looks like with a C8 and a Skyrus camera. Let me see if I could save it and get it up here. It's a really nice shot. And it does. I swear, Windows just likes to pick where it wants to save things. There it is. Okay, over here, and here you go. How's that? Now you can see it.
Oh yeah, that's nice. I have not. I just haven't spent enough time working on planetary to get something like this, but this is really good. I love the, the great red spot and everything. I mean, just look at those and look at these bands of storms right there in the center and to the north. It's just crazy.
You see one of the barge. You see two of the barges here. One, two.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful shot.
That is. That really, really is.
And Dave, that's
Well
a C8 with a sky
That's a
ray.
C8.
I'm sorry, Dave.
Yeah,
Nice
that
shot.
really, really is. That's really good for a C8. That is really awesome.
Yeah, that's a C8 with 1.5x Barlow. So, a nice shot, Dave. Beautiful. That's great.
Really.
And that brings up a nice topic, because we talk about this sometimes on the show, and we haven't brought it up, how planetary is like a different monster altogether than, and that's something that, I dabbled with planetary a long time ago, but man, I gave up on that because it just really takes a special type of person to do planetary.
You've really, really got to understand our atmosphere and the best times and our weather patterns. And I was listening to a video quite a while back from Damian Peach, who was explaining, the importance of really, unlike deep sky, where you are looking, for, certain signs to do imaging, how it's totally different when you're doing planetary. You have to look out for high pressure systems. High pressure systems are what you're looking for, or what you want, I believe is what he was explaining in one of his videos. And a lot of times doing that, you may be at times to do planetary, maybe not the most opportune times for when you're doing deep sky, right? Yeah. Where, you're having different types of seeing conditions, or different types of, transparency, different types of things that you have to look out for that you wouldn't necessarily do in deep sky, that are probably be ideal for planetary,
Yeah.
And there he is. Hi, how you doing?
Hey,
he's got green
what's
hair
up? How's it going, man?
The shark boy is here.
He's gotten bigger since the Shark Boy video came out.
Yeah, he has. He's in junior high now, and he's got green hair.
I see that. I thought he was going gray.
It's all stress. Go away. Yeah,
it's all stress.
That's
that military coming out. You're stressing out your kids.
Yeah, no. God.
He wants you, Eric. He wants you to grade his paper.
Yeah. Bye. Take that. Get out of here. Yeah, I know, it needs air. Anyway, but planetary is you've got so many other different applications. You can either use sharp cap, fire capture. You have to sometimes, if you're using a one-shot color, you have to think about getting an ADC, to deal with the atmosphere. You got to deal with other types of software, like Registax and Auto Stacker, WinJupos.
WinJupos, yep.
Others that I've tried, and maybe I just need to keep practicing. But the biggest thing is just to really understand when are the best times, to recognize when are the best times to do planetary. Because like I said, sometimes the weather for doing deep sky could be totally different. It's totally different from what you need to look for when you're doing planetary. So
absolutely. And you know what, I got really frustrated with photography, probably because I was not only was I not good at it, but I was probably not using the right equipment to do planetary. I was using, like, at one point, I used the 8SE and all that kind of stuff. I had that kind of stuff going. Then I was just like, nah, you know what, this isn't for me. And then, there was no plate solving at the time. So try putting a planet on a chip that's the size of a pinhead, and not being able to, I just didn't have the patience to do it. And now things are a little bit easier with the addition of hardware and software that can help you get there. So it does help out quite a bit. I mean, I'll show you. Let's see, one picture that I did, from a long time ago. I mean, it wasn't that good. It's nowhere near as good as Dave's is. See if I can find it. Where would it even be? I don't even know where it is. Probably on Facebook.
Yeah, Cynthia was asking me what ADC I would recommend, and I was just saying, in the chat here, I've only actually used the ZWO
Yep.
ADC. I haven't tried any others. For you guys know me, I've been pretty much an ZWO guy, since I've started getting into AP. So I really can't compare a lot of other equipment. And I was just saying this in the chat too. I actually don't know if I really did well with it or not.
I'm still in the closet of death. You want one? It's connected to a 290 too.
Oh, okay.
So it's ready to go.
And the 290, you don't even need one for a 290.
Well,
the 290, because the 290 is a mono.
Oh, it's a 290 MC.
Is it a 290 MC?
Yeah,
Did they make an MC?
color.
I didn't know they made an MC.
It better be. I thought it was. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna look.
290s were just monos, but hey, I could be wrong. What do I know?
It's sitting right here. Yeah, 290 MC. There you go.
Huh, what do I know? Hey, what do I know?
I wasn't lying. It's got the ADC and everything. It's ready to go.
And everything.
There you go.
Yeah.
So here you go. Who wants to buy
Whoever
it?
wants it.
Wants to buy it. So let's see. So it's 168 for ADC, 299 for the 290. Let's call it $200, and you got it.
Jesus, Dan, what else you got in that closet of death we need to kind of know about?
Some stuff that's not suitable for television, but
wait a minute. Why don't we have a garage sale? Eric's selling his 8.
Oh yeah, you got some stuff you're selling.
Let's just have a big old garage sale.
Yeah, I'm having a fire sale. It's time for me to part ways with a few things that got me started in astronomy. So I'm parting ways with my Nexstar 8SE, the orange tube, and quite a bit of stuff that I purchased along the way with it that I think if people want it as a bundle, and I really want to promote it as a bundle because it's so many different things that I think people who are just getting started in astronomy or can see the value of this bundle, I think it's really advantageous because, like I said, I was telling you guys off the air, I'm throwing in my telegizmo with it, so you can cover it up. I've got a Telrad that I'm throwing on that I have with it that's kind of mounted onto it. It has a feather touch, a Starlight micro touch focuser. So a lot of things that I've done to, help me enhance it and stuff like that, to make my viewing experience better. I hope, somebody will take advantage of what I'm trying to sell them and see what I'm trying to do to help them out. And, they'll maybe want to take it off my hands. So we'll see.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of other stuff, that I'm selling as well. So all for, a good cause. My next project.
The next project.
Exactly. It's all for a good cause.
So I just got another entry into that makes 10 entries for the club donation wheel. So we have RASC Niagara Center, Central Florida Astronomical, Buffalo Astronomical, Central Appalachian, Madison, Wisconsin, AOSNY, which is my group, but I didn't put them in there. But the Raleigh Astronomy Club, Fort Worth, Corpus Christi, and Tulare. So we got places from all over the country. But we'd like to have more. I'd like to get it up to 20 would be nice. But that's who we have right now. So, and that's just saved. I just got Mike G's. So that's in there now. But
hey, Mike, that's what the project is actually. If I can sell, that's the deal I have with my wife. If I can sell old stuff to bring in new stuff, that's the actual project. Is
the AM5
is the AM5.
I'm telling you,
so.
it's really good. How to add it? Email me, Senthil. Email me your club. Dan@astroworldweb.com. I'll put it right on there. But let's see. So I just had. That's not mine.
Yeah, I've heard so many positive things about the AM5 and the equipment that I have, from my smaller refractor all the way up to my Edge 8 and everything that I've put onto that. It's not a problem, because I've seen TJ Conley throw on his 9.25.
9.25, yep.
In his entire DSO rig, and setup, and he has not had a problem, not needed counterweights or anything, and he's run that thing like a champ.
Yep.
So, I have been quite impressed from what the things that, the positive reviews I've heard about it so far. So,
yeah, I mean, well, I'll tell you this: we sent out about 6 or 7 already when they come in dribs and drabs. And I'll tell you this: I have not heard one bad review yet, or one issue yet. Again, it's only a small sample size of like 7 items, but so far no problems. I mean, glad to say it. I think they're on to something pretty decent. So I mean,
yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. I think the max weight on the AM5 is close to around 40 pounds.
Yeah, so it's 40 pounds with the counterweight.
Yeah, with the counterweight.
And I think it's 21 without, if I remember right.
And in my case, if I'm kind of curious, because usually from what I've heard, and correct me if I'm wrong, Dan, it's like more the counterweights just to help try to deal with it from
flipping the whole mount. Yeah.
Yeah. So like in my case, say if I bought, and figured out, and made a peer adapter for my peer to go into the AM, mount the AM5 on that. Won't need it.
That's still not an issue, but I would probably still put it on just because I'm anal like that. You're probably not going to need it, because those harmonic mounts are made in such a way where they could withstand quite a bit of stress. Just because of the way of the motion of the gears and how the teeth move in and out. But if you're using the tripod, so I'm looking at it right now. I just wanted to double check my thing. So it's 13 kilograms without and 20 with. So anything, with counterweight, you could do anywhere from 14 to 20 kilograms, which turns out to be about 44 pounds US max. So it's cool. Yeah. So
yeah, I think it's going to be, it's pretty slick. So
yeah. So here you go. Here's my not Dave photo. There you go.
Still, hey, that's better than anything I've done. So honestly,
that's better than anything I've done. This is I literally was watching Jupiter in my 18-inch obsession, and I took my my DSLR with the 1.25-inch nose piece. I threw it in there. I took some video and I slapped it in, and that's what I came up with. And that's the first real and the last real planetary photo I've taken. And that's with the 18-inch obsession too. But there's another one.
Yeah. See, these are better than what I've been able to kick out.
But again, that's with an 18-inch obsession on a tracking on with the ServoCat. And but that's as close as I've gotten to planetary. I don't I don't plan on doing planetary until I have a permanent setup somewhere or a Schmidt,
Sure.
you know. But when that happens, it happens.
Right.
Let me see what we got here. Let's see. Go back. Planetary is Sean's online. Hey, Sean, what's going
Yeah,
on?
I'm totally sure, Mike, that kills the AVX, because
Oh my God.
I know it kills the AVX.
Oh, it's gonna totally like
Big
destroy it. AVX, yeah, it's gonna kill it. It's gonna kill it.
Absolutely.
It is. Yeah,
I've got an AVX sitting over here too that I can most likely get rid of as well. If I can pull off this whole AM5 deal, that'll be the next thing on the block that goes away.
And Tarek said he had a question, and I didn't see it.
How about those guys? That catch the ISS. You know what? I'm impressed with those guys who catch the International Space Station, because that sucker's hauling, and they do really, really well catching that thing.
Oh wait, I can't imagine.
But kind of bummed out also about the whole scrubbing.
Yeah,
safety. But Artemis,
yep.
the whole launch, getting scrubbed again.
Yeah,
getting pushed back. Safety.
Yeah, you can. You got to be careful. You got to do the right thing, and that was the right thing. So hopefully, it'll happen. It'll happen. So we just got to wait a couple. What's now October?
Yeah. That's what I believe. It's the next window.
Correct. I'm sorry, I don't see your question. So please put them through again. It must have been while I was showing pictures or something.
Hold on. Let me take a look. See here. Correct. I'm just looking here.
Yeah, I went almost all the way to the top, and it looked like there was something about scopes.
Yeah. Which do you choose?
Yeah.
An 8mm triplet. So let me see here.
8mm triplet.
No, sorry, 80. 80.
Is it a microscope?
I want to buy my last setup for wide field, or a small size. I have 5 options. Almost 3 are cheaper and affordable, and the other one can be afforded later with, if he saves more. The setup is a match for my current setup, which is an FRA 400 with a 0.7 reducer with a 294 mono. So here are the options so far. Okay, another FRA with a color 294 color and a reducer. Hey,
Okay.
If you want to deal on a color on a 294 color, and a reducer. They've a 70 triplet with with APC crop and 0.8 reducer.
Okay.
A doublet with a one-shot color APC crop with a 0.8 reducer. A 76mm triplet with a 0.82 reducer, and with the crop sensor with an APCS crop. And an 80mm triplet with a 0.7 reducer, if available, with a APS color, which is most likely the 2600 or the 268 color, if you're gonna go that route. First off,
that's a lot of
different options.
Yeah.
Is your main goal wanting to try to try to match up and do things with the, you have the 294 mono, like what I did in the past when I had my 294 mono, and I also had the one shot, and kind of working with both of them so I could combine and do different things, like have my luminance, with the mono, and my RGB with the one shot, or doing narrow band and having RGB stars with the other sensor. I'm curious about that.
I just said that, if you already got an FRA 400, I mean, again, I just put pictures together with 3 different focal length telescopes, and it worked flawlessly in PixInsight. So I don't think focal length is a difference here as much as it used to be, when you had to kind of register each. You still got to register the images to each other, but it's a lot easier now with the software that's out, that it makes everything okay. I combined a 400 millimeter and a 952 millimeter focal length together to make that Wizard Nebula, along with an 819 in the middle. So it's not grand differences that we're talking about here. If you're sitting there, and just because it would look cool, I would get another FRA 400, keep everything the same, and do exactly what everyone's talking about, and just either side by side them or piggyback them, and just throw them on the mount, just side by side them and go. That would look cool. That would look cool.
That would probably, that was what I would probably do, is just go for another FRA 400 and get the one shot, 294.
Yeah, and it's a quad, so, or quint. You don't need the flattener.
Yeah,
you're good to go.
Yeah.
But
so
and there was also another question from him regarding processing power. I don't have a strong computer currently, so I was thinking about one of those mini PCs. Are they any good to be used for processing?
For processing, now acquisition
no problem.
No problem. Processing, I would question.
And
I would seriously question that.
Yeah, I wouldn't use a mini PC for any sort of processing. You may as well just take
acquisition,
whatever.
Absolutely.
Not a problem with acquisition. It'll be fine. But he said he saw processors such as Ryzen 9 and i9. Are those good for processing? Absolutely. Yes. My Ryzen 9, my 16 core Ryzen 9 that I have right now, blew away its i9 counterpart. I actually benchmarked it against an i9 with the same RAM, and my Ryzen ripped it to shreds. Totally. So I'm a big AMD fan. I also own stock in the company. So I mean, so buy AMD because it needs some help. But I love my Ryzen 9. I think it's great. I got 128 gig of RAM in it, and totally, I got 3 onboard M2 drives on the motherboard. I mean, the thing smokes, but I would definitely not. That's like saying I wouldn't even, even with my Eagle, that's probably the minimum I would do and try and do acquiring and processing at the same time. That's the bare minimum, because I maxed that out too, because that's got 32 gig of RAM. It's got the 2 terabyte 980 M2 drive in it. It's got Wi-Fi 6 in it. So I maxed it out. I mean, unless you're going to totally max out some sort of NUC or mini PC, which you're going to be spending, if you max it out, it's going to be $1,000 or $1,500. You max it out, with the RAM and upgrade the hard drives. It's not going to be easy, but I would tell you to get a regular computer, get a custom build to do your processing. If you want help with it, Eric's knowledgeable with it. I'm knowledgeable with it. We can both, the two of us together, we'll if money's no object, don't worry, we got you.
Yeah, because I mean, I've got a Ryzen 9 in this rig here, which I'm using for my processing, and and I max everything out in this thing. It's not a 16 core like Dan's. Mine's a 12, but RAM, this sucker's maxed out. I mean, I maxed that sucker out to 128. It's got a 12, the GPU, I actually, that was the one thing that I cut back on, because I don't game on this as much. So I went back and I just got like an 8 gig GPU. But everything else, as far as for processing for my images, I practically threw the kitchen sink at it, just so I can get for processing, to do that PixInsight or APP work I'm doing.
Yeah. And
So,
actually,
yeah.
Dr. Sass, when he comes on, is going to be doing some APP, I believe, walkthroughs.
Nice.
And that's going to be
Because
pretty cool.
APP has come, Medulla has brought out his next 2.0 beta version, because he is really pushing out. He has done, he's doing star reduction. He hasn't gotten the noise, he hasn't still gotten the noise reduction yet. I'm really, really hoping he is, but he's even got it set up. I think he was doing some work on an M1 to get it compatible with Apple. So he's been doing a lot of different types of work.
If I can chime in on this, I was talking to Christian today, and it was really Christian that really did all the upgrades for Medulla to put into this new upgrade. So
nice.
Christian's going to be talking about the workflow. So it's going to be exciting to have him on.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Seriously, as a guy who uses APP, that's going to be huge for me personally, to watch what he does, and also understand everything that he's worked on and to put into APP. And it looks awesome. It really, really does. I just hope that they continue on with some more enhancements and everything. It'll be really, really nice.
Yeah, they're talking about.
Oh, I don't. I honestly, I don't doubt that George, that the star reduction could be better. It's just right now a lot of it's in beta, and I'm sure that Dr. Sass and others, as they work on it, they're gonna see, what they're gonna be able to see, what they can improve on. So I'm sure they're gonna get, it's gonna get better.
Yeah, I mean, everything gets better, and I think I just heard that the new beta 2.0 for the ZWO ASIR app, I think, came out today or yesterday.
I think it came out. Yeah, this came out this week, I believe.
Yeah.
I can't confirm that yet, because I would have to talk to Simon to know for sure.
Yeah, no, people were talking about it on the Discord.
I haven't been on test flight. I haven't been on test flight recently to take a look and see what the new beta is. Yeah, but it's 2.0. I know, because they've been on 1.9.
Yeah, so there was a couple of people were talking about it in the Discord channel today. Josh Kovac is using it. Josh was the one that actually brought it up. Actually, he's using it on Android right now.
Okay.
So he was talking about adding some sort of social kind of element to it, like adding, like sharing, being able to share your photos through the app. So
yep, I did read about that. Yes, I did.
That seems kind of cool. I mean, a little extra added incentive, kind of, to do some stuff with, make it easier to share when you're done.
Yep.
And he said the Sky Atlas is better integrated with the plan mode now. So it looks like there's a couple of things that they've worked on and come out with their new most recent release. So that's going to be good to see some of the results with that.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at, a couple of things right now. Added the mosaic and plant editing in Sky Atlas, camera rotation assist in Sky Atlas, some stacking feature, some sharing feature. So quite a bit of stuff.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to seeing what everybody's kind of messing around with the ASIR. So if you got anything to report, please put it on the Discord channel.
Yeah, for sure.
And let us know, good or bad. It doesn't all, it could be, things that need to be fixed, things that don't need to be fixed, and whatever you like about it or dislike about it, we'll definitely put it on. So that'll be cool to know.
Yeah, one of the things that I put out there, and it brought up for that day, it brought up a really big debate, between Simon and I believe some others. And I was really, just asked, trying to put out there a request to Simon and to the GWO team to start considering some sort of filter offset, calculator or allowance that we can
remember we were talking about
filter
that.
offsets.
Yep.
That we can put in, we can start calculating and doing either our own filter offsets or, maybe there'll be something that they can do to do that, because it does take up time, doing autofocusing, over a course of a night. Especially if you're doing LRGB, it takes time, that do that autofocus. You're talking another couple minutes, or two, maybe up to maybe 3 minutes doing autofocus, which that could be an exposure. That could be a light right there,
Yep.
So to cut that down, and if you're doing that times 4, over 4 filters, there's 12 minutes right there. That's 4 lights you could have gotten. So anything in my opinion, and listening to like Chad and from Patriot Astro and others that talk about Nina and its filter offset calculator, and he was mentioning anything that can be done to allow less time for those minor admin pieces and more time for you to do imaging, which is what we want to do to take advantage of the dark sky of that night sky. It's going to be better. It's going to be to everybody's advantage. So,
So
even if it's just a few minutes.
There's a picture that Josh just threw up on the Discord channel.
Okay.
So there's a little bit of the star planet.
Oh wow! It looks like if it's did they add the Dark Nebula
You would know better than I.
catalog?
Yeah, well,
Because I'm looking here, it says
LDN here.
LDN right there. 733. So did they add in
I guess
the
so.
Lens Dark Nebula catalog? I'll have to download it into Test Flight and check it out.
Planetary
Yeah,
stacking.
you've got some really different, nice. You got a lot of different pieces here.
Yeah. So
DSO
thank you, Josh, for sharing.
Thank
that.
you.
And I'm sure there's more.
So how many catalogs does that have in the software?
I know it had IC and GC, Messier. What are the ones I can rattle off the top of my head? I am looking at it right now and can tell you a bit more. But yeah, let's see here. View objects. Yeah, it's got the Sharpless. That one's one for sure that it has. It's Messier, NGC, IC, Caldwell, so it has, at the time it had 5.
Oh, it looks like they added at least one more.
Plus it had comets, planets, name stars, and double stars. So it had quite a few catalogs in there.
Yep.
So they're expanding. So which is
it
good.
looks like they added that. So that's good.
Yeah.
And let's see, we're getting text messages all over the place. Let's see. No, that's it. All right, good.
Dan, you might want to start on the Discord. You might want to start a Gels
What
directory. I'm just looking at the messages. It looks like on the Discord you may have to start a used sales equipment.
Oh, there's one in there. There's a buy and sell USA and buy and sell EU.
Okay.
Yeah. So there goes.
Not many people post
Throw it
stuff
in there.
The only person that puts stuff in there is Bob Santos and Tyler from Explore Scientific. So that's it.
I'm going to put this stuff out all over the place. I just signed up. I just resubscribed to AstroMart. So
no,
for
definitely do
year.
AstroMart, absolutely, and do Cloudy Nights as well. Put it on both. Because,
I did.
But I'll show you my.
I am going to put it on the Discord server. Yeah, I am, Cap. I'm going to put it on the Discord server this evening. So,
I'll show you. Sure. I'll show you my most recent project here.
Oh, Dan in his green. He likes the green.
Yeah.
I like it though. I do like it.
That's
Yeah.
my latest project there.
Nice.
I thought you were taking NGC 6888. Wasn't that the crescent?
Oh,
you're doing last-
yeah. Well, I do. Okay, so yes, I'm doing that as well.
Okay.
Because I'm doing 2 hours of when I'm image, I would do 2 hours of that while I was waiting for the wizard to come up over the
Okay.
telephone wires. So
Okay.
so the crescent is in a spot where it's not touching anything. So I do a couple hours on that, and then but this picture, believe this is the one I was talking about. This is it's a combination of 3 different years of data. So 2020, 2021, and 2022. So with the 80 Esprit, the carbon fiber 127, and the astrophysics. One of them had a 294. No, not 294. One of them had the S Big. One of them had the QHY 16200, and the other one had the QHY 268. So I put them all together, and some of the stuff a lot of stuff I had to get rid of because I didn't have. I was an idiot. Some of the things, whenever you're doing images, everybody, when you're done with the project, okay, when you're done with the, just save the. If you're using PixInsight, just save the folder that says calibrated. Save that and put that somewhere else. And because what happens is if you're like me and you kind of like throw out your old calibration frames when you replace them with new cameras and stuff like that, if you have the calibrated data, you could take that and register it to new calibrated data with new cameras or setups and scopes. You could register them together because you already calibrated one set and you did your flats, you did your darks, you did your bias or flat dark.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you got those calibrated frames and they're good, then you can take that and put them into projects in the future. So save your calibrated file folder, please, or save your original calibration frames. But it's a lot easier if you just save the calibrated file folder. And at least that's what I've found out in my trials.
Well, I have a
Nice.
request to ask the viewer membership in that right now is the perfect time for September, October, November, and December for a target that's coming up now. And I would love to see it posted, anybody who would like to do it, but it's called CTB1 or Able 85. And I would love to see that as maybe an image of the month if somebody's got a great image of it, because it's just such a very rare target that gets imaged. But I would like to see if we could maybe
Able
post that
85?
out to your, yeah, CTB1 or Able 85 is what it goes by. And it would be kind of cool to see if one of our own collective group, if one of us could actually do that, and maybe it would come up as maybe image of the month, and we could put it into the yearly calendar, because it really is just a very, very interesting target, very rarely imaged.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And,
Yeah, absolutely.
right.
I know this one.
Yep, it's kind
Is
of
it the
predominantly in.
Is this a
It's a little
dolphin
bit
head or what is this? This is
No, it's not the dolphin
not the
head.
dolphin head. Dolphin head's blue.
Yeah, dolphin head is 03. This will be HA with just a little bit of 03 on the outside of it. There
There's
you
one.
go. But that would be such a cool image if somebody would decide to kind of image it. Is it between Cepheus and Cassiopeia?
Well, I'll do it. What kind of let's see. What was that picture with?
Basically, yeah, you can kind of do it with basically like a 100 to a 140.
Yeah, I
It
could do
fits
it with
into
the
that.
astrophysics scope. Absolutely. There you go.
Yeah, absolutely. But it'd be kind of curious if we could maybe get one of those images, because it is such a cool image. I mean, look at that. That has really got
It
such
is a cool image.
to it.
Yeah. No, that's pretty slick.
That is cool. I think you brought that up once before, Pete. We could definitely do that. So, yeah. So let's see.
And right now, I mean, it's a fall winter Winter Target. And Cassiopeia is coming up now, so it'd be a perfect time to do it.
Yeah, I'll try and snag it. And you know what? I want to wait though. I want to wait until I get the flattener for that because there's so much nebulosity towards the ends of that I'm just gonna have to crop all that crap out because the stars are gonna look like garbage. And so
Yep.
unless if I no, I can't. I don't want to do that. Unless if I take the star data from like the Esprit, I could do that. I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. So once again, it's CTB Charlie Tango Bravo 1 or Able 85.
Yep.
Okay. No,
Yep.
I think that looks really cool.
Weren't we going to do that with Ro Ophiuchus? Yeah, we're kind of. Unfortunately, Ro is come and gone.
Yeah.
Yep. Next year.
Yep.
Yep. It's gone for another year.
So it looks like I'm probably going to be going down to Cherry Springs for a third time this year, at the end of this month. So
Okay.
for the Black Forest Star Party. So I might not be around. It looks like that Jeff over at Camera Concepts has finagled me to actually work it. I'm going to be exhausted because if I'm working it and I'm imaging at night, I'm going to
you're gonna be cool.
I'm going to be a mess, man.
Yeah.
But
you are.
I think I'm just going to get a tent though, depending on the weather. It's the only star party that I was actually thinking like, please let it be cloudy so I don't have to go. But so it looks like I'm going to be going down there. Any suggestions on EV scope Equinox question? Is that the Unistellar? Is that what you're talking about? That's Senthil, my buddy Senthil.
Yeah. Need a suggestion on buying an EV scope Equinox? The price has dropped to $19.99.
So that's the Equinox. Unfortunately, I have not seen any results on that. I haven't seen anybody who's purchased it. I see a lot of ads for it, but I don't see any results for it. The
you talk about that real quick. I'll be right back. Bye, break.
Oh, buy a brick? Okay. Vaonis, their Stellar Mate and their Vespera, which is coming out this month. Those I have seen, and I have seen results for them. So if you're going to spend that kind of money, I will tell you that right now, just because I know the two products from Vaonis, that I would grab those first before the Unistellar, just because I know very little about. I don't want to say anything bad about the Unistellar because I just don't know enough about it yet. But I do, and I have used the Stellina. I have seen the Vespera. I have not used it because it's not out yet. But I'm telling you, those two you won't be. Again, the Stellina is 4,000 and the Vesper is 2,500. So, but they're all Wi-Fi and a little thing in a backpack, and you got a little fun EAA kind of thing going on. So, I would tell you to go the Vaonis way right now, but again, that's just because I don't know the situation with the Unistellar. So if anybody knows anything about the Unistellar, please shout out, and then we can kind of talk about it. But this. And now it's just the two of us until he comes back. So, we want to sit there and say, We still also, I believe, at the end of this month, are doing the most creatively messed up astrophoto contest as well. Is that this month? Did I lose Pete? Pete, did I lose you?
No, I'm still here, Dan.
All right.
Yep.
And let me see. So calendar. And yeah, I think it's the 28th, the most creatively messed up. Oh, no, it's October 5th. It's going to be the most creatively messed up astrophoto. So get your messed up astrophotos in as well. Don't forget to get that in there because we're going to do a little giveaway for the most creatively messed up astrophoto. We're going to do a prize for that. Don't forget we have critique night also coming up on the 28th. That's the last Wednesday of the month. We're going to have that going on. I should put the little ticker on the bottom too. There you go.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Put the little ticker on. I forgot to put the ticker on. So, what else we got going on? We got giveaways every week. We got the MOP giveaways every Friday night. We got next Wednesday we're giving away the other two books. The other two Charles Bracken books, we're giving them away. Next what is it? Next Wednesday, we're doing it. And let's go back. And there we go.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. You're back. It's all good.
It's
There
all
you
good.
go. Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me, Goose.
That's it. That's it. Where do we put messed up photos?
So so October 5th is the most creatively messed up astrophoto contest.
Okay.
so mess up your astrophotos and
Mess
send
them
them in. Mess them up. And this is just not, again, this is creatively messed up. So if you send one in because your guiding sucked and your stars are horrible, yeah, that's not going to win. So it's got to be processed and nice, but it's got to be kind of messed up. Yeah, like somebody invert all their green and so everything's purple.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. No, I think Sean's messed up in what way? It's up to you, Mark. Oh, he's got Marvin the Martian as his little thing now. He's like, I'm gonna shoot you with my 237 space explosive modulator.
Oh, that's Mark's new avatar, huh?
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, he's got a new avatar there. So and Steve is just going off. I love it. This is the only place that I have more people that like hockey. We may just do a hockey show.
Oh God! Let me know. I'm taking the day off.
We won't do it on a Wednesday or Friday. We'll do it like on a random Tuesday, and we'll just do a hockey show.
No. You know what? Do it on a Thursday, because then that way, you do it a Thursday. You can do it a Thursday anytime over the next 4 months. Because while you guys are talking hockey, I can chill out watching football. Check.
Do I hear Scott back?
Yeah,
I heard Scott
think you did.
There. I heard something back.
I think you made it.
You guys hear me?
It is Scott. It is Scott.
It is Scott.
We got Scott back. There you go.
There he is. Jaws.
Dun, 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 dun.
What's up?
Baby
what happened to you,
shark,
man?
Baby shark.
That there ain't no baby damn shark.
Oh gosh.
That's the shirt that I wear. That's the shirt I wear to the beach.
Yeah, but you're in your house, Scott.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I wasn't at the beach.
Oh.
So where'd you disappear to?
What
was that?
Wait, what did you disappear to?
Where did I disappear to?
Yeah.
My internet went down.
Oh.
That's what kind of figured.
Oh, okay.
That's
so here's something, guys. Now that Scott's on, so we can have all four of us chat about this. I've now since I've had some issues with the CEM60. Nothing over too crazy. However, I'm having glitches with RA where it bumps, and I'm wondering if it's the worm gear or the worm gear or something. Where, long story short, I can't go over, maybe without it getting elongated stars, I can't hit 5 minutes. 5 minutes, forget about it. So it started getting me to thinking about our last discussions that we've had about exposure time and gain. So right now, I am imaging the wizard. I'm doing HA, and the longest it seems I can go right now without any getting elongation is 180 seconds. Where do you guys feel? This is on my 60. This is on the 60.
Oh, really? Okay.
So this is on the Ioptron. So I really think it's just something where after about maybe 5 minutes or so, it hops, and then it smooths out again. And of course, with the ASI Air, it doesn't work well. It doesn't play nicely with periodic error correction.
Okay.
So I'm back at this thought now of
Eagle.
Don't you even go there. I knew it. As soon as you started doing this, I knew it.
Oh, God.
Oh, I am not hey, I have nothing against Philly, but I am not an Eagle fan.
No, neither am I.
Philly stole my boy. They stole AJ. Anyway, moving on.
You're not bitter.
But no, I'm not bitter at all. So that starts to, bring up the point again about discussing short exposure, but boosting up gain. And I decided to go ahead and I did my sensor analysis.
Right.
And if I pull up my sensor analysis here, and I'll share my screen here. Let me share my screen. This is on the 2600 mono. And here we go. And let me see if I can zoom this in some so everybody can see it. How's that? You see that?
That's good.
Pretty good?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So here is the gain values. So right now, if I was at a gain, so at zero gain, of course, you're going to get the highest dynamic range. You're going to get the most out of you're going to get the maximum full well depth.
Right.
So you're at just over that 50,000 electrons. But right now, I'm imaging at 300 at 300 gain, and my full well depth is only just a little over, just under 2,300 electrons. But you notice my read noise.
Yeah, it drops under 2.
Starts to drop quite a bit. So this is what's really, getting me to really start thinking again on this whole argument. In my stops at Unity, I'm at 13 stops. If I go to 300, you're 13 until you get to 121, until you get to 150. So your dynamic range, from what I'm looking at, overall isn't that much of a hit. It's only just a few stops.
Yeah.
So this is always that argument about short exposure boosts up the gain. And getting to that point of guiding, would you really need to be guiding or anything like that if you really start shortening up these exposures?
So Eric, take a look at your read noise. So at Unity, you're at 2.12. So you drop from 4 to 2. That's a 50%. Yes, that's a 50% drop right there. And then you go down to 300, right? And you're at 1.9. There's really not much of a gain there, right? From 2.1 down to 1.9. No, there really isn't.
No.
So and then look at your dynamic range. Look how much you drop. You drop almost three points.
I dropped 3 points.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know what you're gaining. I mean, once again, you know, the read noise, and you know, take a look at your full well capacity. You're at 2287. So
That's the big
you
thing.
got to decide. Yeah, you got to decide: is the read noise worth the value of what I'm sacrificing on the full well? Because I would say is that, yeah, I would say if you look at your 100 at Unity,
yeah,
you know,
because I'm dropped almost basically what I'm dropping close to what's that 90%.
90%, and you're losing 50% of your read noise too.
Yeah.
And then from 100 to 300, do you really gain anything? I mean, look at it. What are you gaining the read noise, and what are you losing in the dynamic range? So that's just my thoughts.
Right. This always brings up that argument that we've had with, I can't remember the gentleman's name, about shorter exposure and boosting up the gain. It's like, what are you really?
Richard Wright.
Richard Wright. Thank you. It's like, what are we really getting? The only reason why I am personally doing this as of this point right now is just because of issues with what it seems to be issues with my mount.
Yeah.
But if there were no issues with my mount, would I be doing this? I probably wouldn't be.
Yeah. So once again, it's kind of like your site location. You know, let's look at your Bortle skies, because that really kind of predicates everything. Are you at a Bortle 1, 2, Bortle 5, Bortle 8?
Yep.
I mean, that really kind of predicates everything that you're going to be based upon. And like with Richard, as Richard was saying, you know, let's be honest, if you're at a Bortle 8, you're definitely going to be doing narrowband. If you're at a Bortle 1, oh yeah, you're definitely going to be using, you know, LRGB. So you know, as I said, you know, I'd be looking at your graph there, thinking, okay, what is it that I'm sacrificing, and how much am I gaining? Am I losing on dynamic range? That means you're going to be losing a little bit of your faint nebulosity, but really, what's the drop in your read noise? You know, you're going from 4 to 2, and then 2 down to 1.9. That's not really much of a gain, is it?
No, it's not. No. So the only thing that I can say for my perspective, why you would do this, and at least in my case, why I would even do this, is if you're having certain types of tracking or guiding issues, or if you're having certain mount issues. That's my point that I'm trying to get at. It's that I do not see a real value in doing this unless you are coming across that you're having some sort of mechanical failures and issues that you just really have the opportunity to really.
I think I can see that mount being sold for the AM5.
For the AM5? You never know.
Okay, put that up. I think we're going to have a CM60 on for sale here.
Well, it looks like Dave wants to calculate your. You see what the swamping of the noise is at 10x. And he's asking you for a lot of information. If you could just put it in the chat, he wants to calculate it out for you to see what kind of exposure you're supposed to be using for your skies.
Yeah, okay. So out of curiosity, what filter am I using? All right, right now I'm at an H. All right, currently that was with a luminance filter. Okay, and I'm at a Bortle 5 sky. Okay, my F ratio is 5.9. So I can put that all in here. QE on the 2600.
I have to look that up.
I'd have to look that up.
I think it's 3.76 on the pixel
varies.
size.
That would, the QE would vary based off of your
gain.
Yeah, off of your gain. So that would vary. You know, and the pixel size, I believe it's around 3.7 micron. Yeah, 3.76 micron. Yeah. So yeah. So you never know. So I'm just trying to figure a few things out. Yep, QE is around 90%, but again, you know, I'm boosting up the gain here, and and everything. So I don't know if that has much effect on it or not.
I think that 90% is only for the mono, though.
And that's what I have. I have a mono.
Yep.
So
the filter band pass, what is that, Eric?
what I'm using right now, I'm using the Antlia Pro, so that's a 3 nanometer HA.
So 656.3 nanometers, plus or minus 1.5 on the side. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And I'm doing 180, and right now I'm doing the best I can do right now, and getting decent guiding in tracking. I can do max right now to 180 seconds without getting any elongation into my stars or getting any type of getting. As soon as I hit 5, as soon as I hit 5 minutes, 300 seconds, that's when I start seeing that the slight egg shape and start seeing some sort of slight of some sort of tracking error.
I could see Dave hovering over his computer, typing in all that information.
Typing away.
and he's got a spreadsheet. I got that spreadsheet.
Yeah.
I got
like,
a
okay,
spreadsheet also.
But
Yeah.
and like I said, I'm at a Bortle 5 right now. Because last time I checked, because I did, and I'm really kind of curious how good this app is, the Dark Sky Meter for your SQM versus buying one of the actual SQM meters.
Oh, just buy the SQM.
Yeah, probably.
Trust me, it's worth it. I use it
We
all the time.
tested that on one of the shows, right?
Yep.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because right now, I was measured out at a 19.78. And this was on the 2nd of September when I measured this out. It was at a 19.78.
We just got our 11th entry in the club.
Nice.
Northern Virginia from Senthil.
Yeah, Sean, that's what we determined on that one show a while back, was that the app was kind of sucky compared to the actual meter.
All right, Senthil, you're in. That's 11. Got another email here.
The read noise from my gain setting that I'm using right now, it was 1.956.
You got a question on email. And I'm pretty sure we spoke about this as well regarding the 760. For 5-minute images, it was solved by moving the counterweights out, imaging east to avoid a perfect balance. So put pressure on them. We've spoken about this on the show by pulling, making sure you're a little east heavy.
East heavy?
Yeah.
But the question is how east heavy? Because I'll tell you something. That 60, it is sensitive when you get into balance.
Yep.
It is real. I like that how sensitive it is when you're balancing. So it's just like, how far do I lean?
Well, just enough to engage. So if it starts moving east heavy, so if you're this way and your weight's on this side and your scope's on this side, so
so it's pushing
a little bit, just a little bit east heavy.
So
you don't want it.
So it's pushing on the scope. So it's pushing on the scope.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little
pushing on the gears.
Give it a little tug.
So the gears are.
Give it a little tug.
Give it a little tug. Yeah.
And make it deck heavy too. Make it back heavy.
Make it
just slightly back heavy. Yep.
Back heavy.
East side heavy and slightly deck heavy.
And deck heavy. Sure.
So once I get balance, I just kind of maybe just nudge it back just a little bit so that it's just east side and deck heavy.
Deck heavy.
You won't be able to figure that out. Got a lot of stuff going on in the chat.
Always good stuff.
Yep.
Remember too, you can also dial that in with an amp meter. If you want to get fastidious with it. But the nice thing is that even if you don't want to get it perfectly balanced, but you can determine how much amperage you need to push in order to get it to that sweet spot, you can use that amp meter, go around just the one wire on your power lead, you know, and it'll tell you exactly how much amps it's pushing, right or left.
Okay.
You know, and you can dial it right in.
I've never been good with
used those
with the voltmeter or an amp meter. I've never been really good at using any of that stuff.
Well, that all this is just a hook meter, right? It goes around. Okay. It's a hook. I've got it outside. If you want to see it, I can go get it. But it just clamps around. So it's a physical clamp that goes around the one wire. Don't put it around both wires. It won't work. You have to. It only measures amps, you know, coming in one direction. So you have to clamp it around the one wire. And
which one wire are you referring to?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just one of them.
What wires are you referring to though?
Power. The power wire that powers the drive on your mount, right?
Gotcha.
So that's all you got to do is just split the wire a little bit, just so you can get that probe to clamp around the one wire, and it'll tell you exactly how many amps it's pulling. And you can fiddle with it, you know, going back and forth. And then once you know exactly where it's at, you know, you just make a note on it. Okay, it needs to be this much. You clamp it on when you're setting it up, and dial it in until you get to that reading, and you're good every time.
Yeah, I'll have to get with you maybe offline sometime and tinker around with it.
Yeah, I think that's more of a visual thing than.
Yeah, that's I'm thinking it's more of a visual thing.
So, I've never used that. I know Scott. You and I have spoken about this before. Probably about a year ago.
Mike
and
NBZ, Hughtech NBZ.
Yep, get them. And I've been trying the D3 for light pollution, and that's been getting some pretty good results for me. The IDAS D3.
Yeah, the D3 is used for the LEDs.
Yep.
That's when Ted brought that out. So
yep.
He's got the D1, D2, but the D3 is for the LEDs.
And that's what I have all over my area is LEDs.
See, what's good about Hughtech is that they're Japanese quality filters. I really like Ted's got some great filters.
Ted's got awesome filters, and that MBZ is just he doesn't get enough credit for it. You know, he's up against the marketing machine of Optolong, and you know, he really makes. I mean, we all jumped the boat from the L Enhance and L Extreme to the MBZ really quickly. And Eric, I got to give you props because you were the first one.
He was the first one
to get it. Yep.
Yeah.
So and he really turned everybody else that watches this show.
And I haven't honestly, I haven't looked back. I absolutely, for a one-shot color, I love that filter.
Yeah,
which is one of the reasons why at some point I'm going to get that 2600 one shot, and that NBZ is gonna go right back into that Rasa and have it at it.
So pretty cool.
Imagine that on that Rasa, Eric, you know, for doing EAA.
Oh yeah. It is. Even with me doing it on the 533, I have it with the 533.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I was talking to Dan a couple days ago. There's a couple of astronomy clubs down here that I've been working with, and there's one just outside of Tampa, and there's another one that's up just shy of Gainesville, so not terribly far, but they're talking about doing some outreach with EAA, and you know, and reach. I said, and I told them it's a winner. I guarantee you, it's a winner. You know, you'll get people interested really well if you can show them things that they're normally only see with Hubble. You know, in a matter of 5 minutes, you know, 10 minutes through EAA. You know, it's crazy, especially with live stacking and all that.
You want to get Ted on the show?
956 cents.
Do we want to? Do we want to get
I
Ted on the show?
I just put a response on that. So
Yeah.
Question, guys, do we want to get Ted on the show? Because I can actually reach out to Ted. He and I got a good rapport.
yeah,
I can have
mean,
Ted come on.
we both know Ted pretty well. Yeah, but if he's willing to come on, absolutely.
No,
See, that's-
Dennis, it's straight narrowband, bud. You don't use this, this is straight narrowband.
10
What I would
nanometers.
say, take a look at the IDOS.
The D3. That's what we were talking about.
Yeah, the D3.
If you got LEDs around you, D3. If not, the D2 will work fine. Go ahead, Pete. You want to say something?
No, I was just going to say with the NBZ, he's got it at 10 nanometers in HA and O3, so it's it's very forgiving, and it's very good for fast vocal ratio scopes. When he came out with the NBX filter, that was our problem, but he made that a much wider bandpass, and now it's just bar none. To me, it's just the best one-shot color filter. And then people tell me all the time, they go, well, do I need to use an IR and a UV? And I go, no, you don't, because you've got that filter in place. It just blocks out everything except for just the HA03. So you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll reach out to Ted tomorrow with an email, and I'll see if he'd be interested in coming on the show. So I'll have him reach out to you.
Awesome. Yeah, that'd be awesome. So Dennis, with the NBZ, but it being just a narrowband filter, but this as well as I, that you wouldn't use that on a with a Galaxy unless maybe you wanted to just try to capture some HA on the Galaxy.
Yep.
But other than that, that's about it.
Yeah, so it's that NBZ though, man. To me, if he could just get the word out a little bit more on his filters, I mean, hands down.
I tell you one thing, I've got his Borg 107. That is the most underrated scope. If you want a rich field scope that is made by the people that worked at Canon, it's an APO with a 3-inch feather touch focuser. It's a phenomenal scope. It is amazing. Carbon fiber. It's a great scope. It's the most underrated rich field scope I've ever had.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, I rave about this scope. It is phenomenal.
What's the
what did you say? Is that a Borg?
It's the Borg 107.
Borg 107.
Yep.
Oh, 107.
Yeah, I mean, if you like, I can pull it out. But I mean, it's a great scope. I mean, Dan, I've got your 094 camera.
No, 294.
The 294. I got that one just as the guide camera scope on it. But I tell you what, I mean, it's an f3.9. It's 420 millimeter with that particular focal length. So it's very fast, and then you can pull that out, and then you're right around at 600 millimeters. So I mean, it's just got it's got a lot of versatility to it.
And Dave made a comment. If you bin 2x2, you could get 240 seconds on that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so, all right.
Nice.
So just under 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, did we determine that did we come to any conclusion as to the issue with the 6, your mount, Eric? You said you were having problems going past a certain exposure.
About it's going. I can't get past without any serious elongation or tracking errors. I can't get past 300 seconds. So I am
replacing the worm gear.
So we're gonna. So I am gonna try the balance. I am gonna look at Queeve's video here, and I am gonna look at balance, and make it a little bit more east heavy, because I think I just have the tendency of, and that's probably one of the biggest problems that I have, is that I have to get used. I still have to, even after all these years, get used to the fact that, it has to be a little bit out of balance. It has to be slightly out of balance. Because I'm so used to everything being in balance. So,
hey, you never know until you try. I mean, how many things did we try figuring out that guiding thing and turned out to be a damn USB cable? But
They
I mean,
can't. They no USB
so
exactly.
it's
So
definitely it's a process of trial and error, and it usually is. And I'm sure that there's nothing wrong with the mount because you've gotten really, really good results with it for a long time. So,
yeah,
or maybe you just got enough good results and now things are starting to fall apart. But I mean,
Yeah.
you never know.
you never
You
know.
never know.
You never know.
You never know. But to you guys' point, yeah, it's very true. If I just spend a little more time with it, and this is what I talk about this. I'm preaching to the choir here. I know it's just learning your equipment, learning, and this is why another one of those quirks that I'll have to just navigate and understand a little bit more, and I'm sure I'll be able to knock it out.
Yeah, and that's what we talk about all the time.
Sell it.
You know what? Though, if I did sell it, I would have no problem getting ready selling that 60 because everybody wants one. They don't want the 70 anymore. They want to go back to the
some.
That's the thing about this hobby is, you know what? You try the equipment for a couple of years. You go, okay, I like this. You're never going to find one piece of equipment that just absolutely blows your skirt up. You just don't. It's just you try it, you say, okay, I'll get rid of it, get something new. That's what it is. But you've already got the C8 up there for sale. Throw the CM60 up there, and I guarantee you'll have enough money to buy that AM5.
Oh, I know I will, man. I know it. That's for sure. Absolutely. So no, yeah. No, I'm not getting rid of the 60 anytime soon. I'll figure this bad boy out. But I just would love to get my hands on that AM5, just to have it and to try that harmonic drive and just really compare it, just to have that opportunity, I can't be like Trevor, and get things donated.
None of us can, not yet. But I mean, but
the question is though, does that AM5 have a brake? I'm just a little bit leery.
It does.
Okay,
yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
It's sad when you go, you go from the Rainbow 135 with no brake, and you spend about what is it, $700 less, and you get the same thing with the brake.
Yeah.
So I mean,
yeah.
So it looks like AstroWorld has joined another social media platform called Vero. It is supposedly a new Instagram-ish type thing. So we're on that now, so we can post to Vero now as well. So
okay.
Yeah, that's funny. Somebody just said, yeah, I posted my first picture on Vero. What was it? Yesterday, I think it was. Yeah, because I just joined yesterday. And the only reason why I joined it is because Trevor Jones put a post. That's why it came up. Trevor Jones put a post up. Are you on Vero yet? I said, what the hell's Vero? I don't know what Vero is. It sounds stupid. So I went on there and I did some research, and it's actually a cleaner Instagram. So it's nice, but I figure, well, if Trevor only has 34 people following him, I may as well get in on the ground level.
Get on it now, yeah. Get in on it now.
So Vero, I'm on under Daniel. It's under my name, I think. It's under Daniel Higgins. So under Daniel Higgins at AstroWorld TV. So, we got. Is it Satan?
Ooh,
we got
hello.
Satan in the house. What was that?
Who invited the Antichrist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's on the top right.
I was down at SRO this weekend on Saturday, and adjacent to the scope that I was working on, somebody had set up on a 10 micron GMS 2000. They had 4 RASA 11. No. They had 8-inch RASAs. one with the luminance filter, one for 8K, O3, S2. I mean, beautiful setup. I mean, the rings, the dovetail plates. I mean, they did a phenomenal job on this. I wish I could have got a photograph to be able to show everybody, but man, what a sweet setup. So I mean, this thing, I guess, once again, it's all on one mount. So there's just two on top, two underneath. And I mean, this guy, I don't know if it's a private individual or it could be maybe like JPL or Caltech. I don't know who it was. But I mean, it was such a sweet setup. God, it was just gorgeous.
Yeah. I thought I saw a Rasa 8 Dragonfly setup. It was absolutely ridiculous. It was just crazy. It was, I think it was like, yeah, 4 on top, 4 on, I think it was like 12 or 16. It was 16, like four across, 4 down. I mean, all the way across. It was something.
Yeah.
It really, if I could find that picture, I'd post it to you. But man, that was, I mean, that was crazy looking.
It's amazing.
Photoshop is an amazing thing.
Oh, it's like, Scott, we got to see those first images that you take of that beast that you got. I mean, we're waiting.
We're still dying.
You know what?
Just get out of the damn range.
You know what? At this point, it's like chasing the unicorn.
It's the rainbow My Little Pony. Scott's ignoring us now.
I know, right? I love you guys.
Oh, sorry. Were you guys talking to me? I was reading in the chat.
Hey, Scott, I thought that was the whole reason you moved to Florida, was to be able to use that beast.
No, I moved to Florida because everything economically dried up for us in New York.
Yeah, well, I feel your pain there.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, Dennis, can anyone point me to a good source of setting up EAF in Nina? I'm not sure what's missing, but I have terrible. I have dealt with this, and it's this. I had to boost up my step size. I think, if I'm not mistaken, because I don't. Let me see if I can bring up Nina really fast, because I haven't tinkered around with it lately. But I think I still have all the settings there, and I'll be able to tell you what I set mine at, as far as the step size and everything, and give you a quick idea here of it. And let you know. Yeah, my step size I set here. I'll share my screen here really quick. And this is with me using my with the William Optics with the refractor. And I'll